Hi everybody. I have no idea how this is going, this film setup, but I wanted to vlog a little bit and also do a little bit of a life update. I feel like for the rest of my career, I'm gonna have to do life updates because my life changes like so rapidly. I ordered Joe and the Juice. Yummers. This is my fave when I'm here in Europe. I think they just put one though in New York, a Joe and the Juice, but it is European. I have to sneeze. Okay, no I don't. The first time I had Joe the Juice, I always say Joe the Juice, okay, whatever. The first time I had Joe and the Juice was when I went to Iceland. I went to Iceland and saw it in the Iceland airport, the Reykjavik airport in Iceland, and I was like, whoa, what's Joe and the Juice? And I tried it, and me and Jesse, my little brother Jesse, was with me, and like we were like, whoa, this is magical. And I don't think at that point they had Joe and the Juice in America. But like I said, I think they just put one in New York. That's one I know about. Anyways, they're so aesthetically pleasing, and I always get the same thing. Like in here is a tuna avocado sandwich, so it's tuna and avocado and tomato. This they must have put in there a sweet because I didn't order a sweet. Something in there, and then I get the avocado shake. Yummy! This thing is so good. And it makes me feel like so energized. And their straws are made out of sugar cane. How cool is that? Yeah, so I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today. Give you a bit of a life update. Oh my word. Oh my word, that's so good. Oh, I should have ordered two. Oh, and I got a shot. I'm gonna take that really quickly. Just because like, I was on the phone with my mom the other day and she was talking about how everyone's sick that she knows. Like everyone that she knows is sick from the variant. There's like a Delta variant of the virus that's going around, and like literally everyone's sick, and I don't really see people sick. Actually I do, kind of, but I have yet to be sick. I haven't been sick in a very long time, and in my adulthood I've been sick 4 times. 4. So I don't know, maybe it's because I travel so much that my immune system is just so strong. Like, even in Egypt, like, in Egypt, the girls that were joining me in Egypt were like getting sick from the food. And I feel like a lot of people do because your stomach's not used to it. I've never been sick once. A lot of places this year. Traveling all through airports, doing the whole bit, trains, everything, and I never got the virus. I never got sick, but I still am scared to be sick. So I take care of myself. That burns. But anyways, yeah. I don't really ever get sick, and when I do, it's always like one day I feel bad. But I think, yeah, me and my mom were on the phone the other day, and she was telling me that she thinks that I just have either a really strong immune system because of how much I travel and how much I come in contact with, or maybe I'm just one of those people who just like won't catch something when everyone else will. Who knows? I'm still protecting myself. It's so weird because I'm in Amsterdam right now. I literally go back and forth between Amsterdam and Paris like every week, something like that, because I have a friend here that I am visiting. And so yeah, all the time. It's so simple. I don't even pack a suitcase. I just bring a little book bag with me when I come to Amsterdam, and It's 3 hours on the train. I go straight to Gare du Nord in Paris, get on a train, and I'm here in 3 hours in Amsterdam. So I'm always back and forth between the two. And it's crazy to see the difference, because right now in Paris, oh my gosh, like you can't do anything. Like, so I'm not vaccinated, right? So I have to take a coronavirus test when I'm in Paris every 72 hours. When I get the test, maybe I won't show you what it looks like. I'll show you from afar. When I get, so you have to go to these little tents, right? And then within 15 minutes, they send you a text and you get this thing on your phone. And it's a QR code, and it's called a COVID passport. And this allows you to do everything in Paris. Literally, you can't do anything. You can't go sit down at Starbucks. You can't go to the Louvre. You can't do anything. You can't eat anywhere. You cannot do literally anything unless you have this. It only lasts for 72 hours. Now, the only way you don't have to do this is if you're vaccinated. If you're vaccinated, you just show your vaccination card literally everywhere. You want to eat at Starbucks? Show your vaccination card. You want to eat at a restaurant? Show your vaccination card. Even if the restaurant is outdoors. Even if the restaurant is outdoors, you have to show, like, you cannot do anything. And there's masks everywhere. Everywhere you go, you have to wear a mask. Even outside, no one's gonna yell at you, but you're supposed to have a mask on the train, everything. It's like so strict right now in Paris. And then it's the stark opposite. In the Netherlands, it's crazy. When I come here, no one's wearing a mask. You don't need a mask. Even when I checked into my hotel, they were like, you can take your mask off, and people were like laughing at me. And like, you go in to shop at stores, no one's wearing a mask, no one's asking for it. Like, it's like normal life here. So it's just crazy, like how it's like country to country, you know, that they do. You will not hear me talk about the V word, vaccinations. Okay, I'm being very cautious right now. I'm not even allowed to talk about this on YouTube. I will never tell anyone what to do about that. I will never give my opinion on it. I will never say if I will or won't get one. That's just the information. Woo, this is a touchy subject on the internet, so I'm done with that subject. Oh yeah, I don't know what the other thing is. I'm gonna look. I didn't order this. I always say that, oh, I like that sticker. I always say that people ask me what are the nicest countries you've been to. I always say Japan is #1 with the nicest people, I mean. Maybe, okay, Turkey's up there too. Turkish people are just unbelievably kind. Okay, and Portugal. And then maybe next is the Netherlands. People here, oh my gosh, they're so kind. Ridiculously kind. They got me a banana bread. I just heard somebody cough. See what I'm saying? Like, everyone around me is sick. I feel like there's so many different variations of the virus too, right? So it's like, how can you really protect yourself? You just gotta keep your immune system strong. That's why, like, I'm eating so healthy. No, I eat healthy in general, but I mean, like, as far as like the shots, I take like a crap load of vitamins. Like, my vitamin collection is insane. And I feel it when I don't take my vitamins. I'm like, whoa, I feel the difference. Like, I take so many vitamins. I don't play with my health because I cannot afford to be sick. Anyways, it looks like they gave me, it smells like banana bread. But yeah, everyone here is so nice. So nice. But something I do realize about Amsterdam is, like, I feel like when I'm in Paris, I feel at home, like, because it is my home, and I blend in well. Everyone thinks I'm from there, everyone. like probably 5 times a day. People ask me for directions, like in French they ask me for directions, and everyone assumes I really fit in. Because it's really easy to look like a tourist in Paris. No one thinks I'm a tourist. I guess I'm not, but I ain't from there. Anyways, here in Amsterdam, I don't fit in like with the people my age here. It's just not my vibe. When I'm in Amsterdam, I hang out with my friend, and that's it. I'd rather not be hanging out like there's a lot, like Amsterdam is known for the clubs and the parties and stuff like that here. You won't catch MJ Byron at one. Nope. I cool out, get some work done, sit in my room, or I'm with my friend. That's it. I mean, we drive out, we drive and do things, but I mean, like, as far as the young people here, not my vibe. This sandwich is so good. Oh, and I found out recently that I have a gluten intolerance. Like, I did know that as a kid, though. Like, I started having all these, like, random breakouts, and then I got tested, and the doctor ended up telling me I had a gluten intolerance. But then after a while, I started eating gluten again, and I didn't feel any different. Like, I felt like I could start eating gluten again, so I did. And, like, I've been eating gluten, obviously, for years. But then recently, like, I was always bloated. Like, I was telling my mom, like, I'm always freaking bloated. Like, the feeling of bloat, it sucks. Like, I don't know what's going on. I eat so healthy. I drink so much water. And then, like, someone told me, like, try and cut out gluten, see what happens. I cut out gluten. Immediately, it went away. Immediately, it went away. Okay. Now, I will have some gluten sometimes because, listen, everything here is gluten-free besides that banana bread. I'm probably going to eat the freaking banana bread. I just mean, like, maybe one day I'll cut out gluten 100%. Right now, I would say I cut it out like 60%. I cut out gluten, but I'm moving towards 100 because, like, I can just tell my body does not like gluten at all, and I feel so good when I don't have gluten that day. The day I do not eat gluten, I feel amazing. And then I have gluten and it's like, that bloat feeling comes back. But yeah, I've been going back and forth from Amsterdam to Paris, Amsterdam, Paris. I love it. It's super simple. They're 3 hours apart on the speed train. And sometimes I even like getting on the bus. Like, you can get on a bus and it takes 7 hours. Sometimes I love that. Also wanted to talk about my grandma. She passed away July 28th, which was really sad for us because that was my grandfather, her husband. That was his birthday. She passed away. So that was really sad for us and tragic. And if you follow me on Instagram, maybe you saw the post I made. I'll put some pictures here too of her. Her name was Anka. She was from Germany and she's amazing. She was my initial travel inspiration. She used to come back and from these crazy trips. She never did like a regular vacation, like, oh, I went on a cruise, or I went, like, you know, to some tourist organization and someone planned a trip for me and I went on it. No, like, she never went to the Bahamas or anything like that. Like, she did these crazy vacations. Like, she would go camp in, like, Gambia and, like, literally stay in a tent amongst, like, the animals, and, like, she just did, like, the coolest things ever, and she wasn't afraid of anything. Even up into her late 60s, she would, like, paraglide and skydive, and, like, she was just fearless and a huge inspiration. And she helped me out a lot in life. She paid for my college housing, which was expensive in Boston. She paid for that, and she gave me a lot of money during my world tour, 100 countries in 1 year, which was a huge help to me. And she was just like a really good grandmother, just so helpful, and she was really proud of me and what I had accomplished in my life so far. And yeah, she was just a great grandmother. And her funeral was yesterday, on her birthday, and I couldn't be there because I'm not vaxxed, and they were only doing vaxxed people at this funeral. But actually, my grandma said when she was alive, like, she's like, I don't want a funeral. Like, I don't want people to like gather around and it all be dramatic and everyone's crying and like it's just dramatic and like traditional. She was so untraditional. Anything traditional, she didn't want anything to do with it. Her wedding was not traditional to my grandfather. Like, nothing she did was traditional. She thinks anything traditional is corny. So she's like, when I die, I want it to be cremated, put me in an urn. So my mom sent me a picture of the urn, and it's so beautiful. It's like a heart. My grandfather picked it, and she's like, I just want people to come somewhere, and I just want you to like celebrate my life, but I don't want it to be a freaking funeral. Like, I want it to be like an event, like something happy. So that's what it was, and I was not there for it, but my sister was sending me updates. My sister put the whole thing together, so props to you, Christina. I'm sorry if you're watching this and you feel like you did a lot for the funeral, which was not a funeral, celebration of life. But my sister did a lot. My sister did like a lot to put together this funeral, which is why she couldn't stay in Paris long. She went to Paris quickly. She had to go back because she had to put this celebration of life together. Yeah, I couldn't be there, but I wanted to talk about her here in this video and kind of say that it's tragic that, but I think that her life should be celebrated. She was a huge inspiration to me, and there's a lot of things about her that live on through me, and she had such a positive influence on so many different people, and she had a hell of a life. She escaped Germany at a young age, moved to Germantown. That's why Germantown is called Germantown, because a lot of Germans left Germany and went and moved to that area of Philly. Strong woman, and she was a strong woman, and she had a great life. So I don't think death always has to be sad, if you get what I'm saying. It's part of life. I want to die one day. I do not want to live forever. At a good old age, I want to die. But I don't think it has to be sad.